posture, balance, turnout, and stuff. The positions of the feet. First position, the heels are touching. Second position, the feet are apart. Fourth position, one foot is in front of the other. Fifth position, one heel is touching the big toe of the other foot. On the fourth position, it could be placed open or closed. A closed is like you're standing on a tightrope, and open fourth position is with the heel on each foot of one side of that tightrope. When you slide your foot forward from first position, you're in an open fourth position. When you slide it forward from fifth position, you're in a closed fourth position. You'll notice I didn't mention third position. That's where the heel is in the middle of the other foot. It's not used as much in the traditional classical ballet lesson, so we will stick to first, second, fourth, and fifth. Posture and body alignment. Feel the bones just behind your ears. That's called the temporal mastoid process. Imagine being pulled up from those two bones. The head remains level. Don't let it lean forward or back. Shoulders gently pulling down. Hips are centered, not rolling forward or back. Imagine balancing a book on top of your head. Now see how far up you can get that book. Keep the tummy flat, but don't suck it in or stop breathing. For your torso, imagine your hips and shoulders making a stiff rectangle. Balance. Standing with good posture, pull the weight of your body forward so that more of you is on the front parts of your feet. Practice pulling all your weight forward, then roll back only enough so the heels are touching, but the toes and balls of the feet are still carrying most of you. Many ballet steps are executed on one foot, so you'll need to practice that as well. Lift one foot off the floor and feel where your body weight is. Again, it should be mostly on the front part of your foot, not rolled back to the heels. As you roll forward and back on one foot, become aware of your hips. They should be squared off, making that rectangle with your shoulders. Imagine you have big yellow happy face stickers on your hips, and you don't want them to be uneven off the floor and not have one higher than the other. The same would go for your shoulders. Turnout. Holding onto your bar support, lift one leg off the floor and flex your foot. Rotate the whole leg inward and outward. The movement originates from the hip socket, but your hips remain in place and do not move. As you turn in and out, feel what sets of muscles are doing the work. Obviously, for ballet, it's the turnout that's needed. Notice that correct turnout comes from the hips, not from the knees or ankles. We are all built differently, and most of us are not built to achieve the stereotypical 180-degree turnout. This is where body safety should take precedence. Only turn out your legs as much as your hips will allow. Turning out more will cause a twisting or torque in the knees and cause the insteps of the feet to roll under. Neither of these are aesthetically pleasing or safe and will actually hinder your ability to perform ballet correctly. Isolation. Being able to move one part of you without moving any of the other parts. Before learning any ballet steps, Practice moving one part of you while keeping the other parts immobile. Try an arm, foot, or leg. Get to know what sets of muscles are needed to do what to achieve a good isolation. Arms and port-à-bras. Port-à-bras simply means to move the arms. While there are several ways to move the arms and pose them in ballet, there are a few basics that you would need to know. Demi-port-à-bras, grand port-à-bras, and rondé and allongé. Demi-port-à-bras. Start with the arms down and round, making an open circle in front of you. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the arms and hands away from your body. The palms of your hands should be facing your face. Gently pull the elbows away from your body, like you're trying to bring a little fresh air into your armpits. The hands should be 4 to 6 inches apart. Now, keeping the arms in that position, bring them forward until they are 2 to 3 inches below shoulder level. Notice the palms of your hands are still facing your face. Next, bring them out to the sides, but not fully. Imagine that your back is up against a wall. The arms should be forward with the hands 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. From there, bring the arms back down to the starting position. In a grand port-à-bras, you start the same as the demi, but continue to bring the arms up until they are almost above the head. This is called the high fifth or fifth en haut position. It looks like you're making a picture frame for your face, but the top of the frame is popped open. Make sure they are not directly above the head, as that will tend to throw off correct body posture. A good way to practice this is to make use of your peripheral vision. Stand facing a wall about 2 to 3 feet away. Keep your eyes directly in front of you. Now, bring your arms up above you. You should still be able to see your pinky fingers while looking straight ahead. And remember, keep your shoulders down. Arms rondé and allongé. Rondé means rounded. Allongé means stretched. When the arms are rondé, they are round. When in allongé, they are stretched and straight. Lines of force. The arms, legs, and head can all reach out with lines of force. Let's just focus on the legs for right now. While standing, lift one leg up in front of you. The line of force should start in the middle of your hip and work its way out through the leg and straight out the big toe. Now, bend the knee and flex the foot. Then, straighten the knee but keep the foot flexed. Now, you should feel the line of force going out from the hip and out through the bottom of the heel. The leg still has its lengthening quality, reaching from the hip and out the bottom of the heel. Accumulative things to remember. This would be considered multitasking. When performing even the easiest of ballet steps, you'll still need to pay attention to turnout, posture, isolation, and balance. And these are in addition to focusing on the step itself. Later in your ballet adventures, you will be putting dance combinations and whole dances into the mix, requiring even more attention to the details of each. This is why it's so important to put the attention into mastering the basics. Too many people get bored far before they achieve that level of intimate acquaintance with the basics. And then they wonder why the more difficult steps are so difficult for them. Patience is definitely a virtue. and learning to make use of it has its advantages. You can help us get the word out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, and share.